Does your heart race just thinking about tomorrow, next week, next year? What if I don't get that job? What if the country's situation gets worse? What if something bad happens to someone I love? In a world that changes at lightning speed, bombarded with endless news and information, it's almost natural to feel that chill in the stomach, that fear of the future, that anxiety brought by uncertainty. Sometimes, this fear of the unknown can paralyze us. But are we doomed to live as hostages to this anxiety? Or are there tools, some sort of practical guide inspired by ancient philosophy and modern psychology that can help us navigate all this fog without losing our calm or our hope? Let's agree on one thing. Uncertainty is not a modern phenomenon. It has always been part of the human experience. Our ancestors didn't know if they'd catch any food tomorrow or if the harvest would succeed. What's changed, perhaps, is the speed of change and the amount of, often alarming, information we're bombarded with. Our brain loves predictability. It craves a sense of control to feel safe. When the future is one big question mark, when there are no guarantees, anxiety spikes. The mind starts creating worst-case scenarios in an attempt, often clumsy, to prepare for danger. And then we suffer in advance. We lose sleep, energy. But here's the beauty of the human journey. We're not the first to walk this path of uncertainty. Philosophers from thousands of years ago already pondered how to find peace amid chaos. And modern psychology has deeply investigated what truly helps calm the mind and strengthen our resilience. Our goal today is to bring together these two sources of wisdom, not as a magic formula, but as a set of tools or compasses for your personal navigation kit. Ready for this practical guide? Stoic philosophers like Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius, back in ancient Greece and Rome, had a golden secret for our modern days: the dichotomy of control. They said that, in life, there are things you can control and things you cannot. What can't you control? The future, the global economy, natural disasters, other people's opinions, whether it rains tomorrow. What can you control? Your actions, your thoughts, with training, your values, your choices, your reactions to events, your effort, your preparation today. The big Stoic insight is, stop wasting your precious mental and emotional energy trying to control the uncontrollable. It only causes frustration and anxiety. Instead, direct all your energy and focus to your circle of control, to what depends solely on you. The future is uncertain? Yes. But how you prepare today, the attitude you choose, the knowledge you seek, that is in your hands. And that alone already brings immense calm. Much of our fear of the future isn't about the future itself, but about the horror movies our mind creates about it. We keep time traveling, ruminating over the past, or catastrophizing about the future. The practice of mindfulness, so central in Buddhism and now well validated by psychology, is like an anchor that brings us back to the only moment that truly exists, the now. When you focus intentionally on your breath, the sensations in your body, the sounds around you, without judgment, you take power away from the mind's chatter that panics with the what if. Being present in body and soul drastically reduces the anxiety that uncertainty about the future can create. Our mind, especially when anxious about the future, loves to predict the worst-case scenario. It's definitely going to go wrong. I won't be able to handle it. It will be a disaster. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, teaches us to become detectives of these automatic and catastrophic thoughts. When a terrifying thought about the future pops up, don't accept it as absolute truth. Question it like a good detective. What real evidence do I have that what I fear will actually happen? Have I been through tough situations before? How did I handle them? What's the worst that could realistically happen? And if it did, what resources do I have to cope? Is there a more balanced, realistic, and less frightening way to view this possibility? Challenging and restructuring these terrorist thoughts reduces panic and gives us back a calm, rational perspective. Uncertainty can leave us paralyzed, afraid to take any step.
But paradoxically, the best way to fight paralysis and the feeling of being lost is meaningful, focused action, even if small, in the present moment. Instead of freaking out about the distant, foggy future, ask yourself, what is the next small, constructive step I can take today with the resources I have in the direction of my values or a meaningful goal despite the uncertainty? It could be researching something, making a phone call, organizing a part of your life, learning a new skill. These small steps generate movement, create learning, increase our sense of self-efficacy, the belief that we can act, and little by little, the fog of the future begins to clear as we walk forward. A key part of navigating uncertainty without losing calm involves a healthy dose of acceptance, accepting that life is, by nature, uncertain, that we do not and will not have control over everything, that surprises and setbacks happen. But be careful, acceptance is not passive resignation or pessimism, quite the opposite. It's recognizing reality as it is, with its uncertainties, so that from there we can act in the best way possible within our circle of control. Remember the Stoics? Do you see how all these tools, focusing on what you control, anchoring in the present, questioning catastrophic thoughts, taking small actions, and accepting life's nature, aren't about eliminating uncertainty, but about building an inner fortress of serenity and resilience? The world outside may remain chaotic and unpredictable, but your ability to respond with calm, clarity, and wisdom can become your greatest strength, your inner safe harbor. It's a power no one can take from you. You are the lighthouse in your own future storm. The future will always have a touch of mystery and the unknown, and that's okay. We don't need to have all the answers or a detailed map of every step. What we need are good internal compasses and the courage to sail one day at a time with the intention of doing our best. By using these tools from philosophy and psychology, we can learn not only to face uncertainty, but maybe even to dance with it, finding growth and peace even when the horizon isn't fully clear. What is your biggest struggle when thinking about the future and the uncertainty it brings? And which of these tools from our practical guide do you feel that you can start using today to find a little more calm and direction in your life? Share with us in the comments. Your experience and insights could light the way for many others. If this conversation brought you a little more peace and some helpful strategies, leave a like, share it with someone you know who's feeling overwhelmed about the future, and subscribe to the channel for more reflections like this one. Wishing you serenity on your journey. See you next time.